Hello, Rob.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
You alright?
I'm good, yeah. It's Monday, late in the afternoon, because we just had our sprint planning with Skye. What are we doing this week, Rob?
Yes, this week for me, I'm going to be working on hexceed for all of it. I'll be working on the new hexceed mechanic for the next DLC that's upcoming. So Lee's almost finished with the DLC that's coming out on Friday. So we need the new mechanic done and ready before you can start working on the next one. So I need to kind of rush and get that done. Other than that, could be doing a couple of builds and a lot of level testing for the DLC on Friday. Other than that, there's quite a few suggestions that need addressing. Well, not really suggestions, more bugs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Things like people can't tell really which buttons are start tiles with some of the new features that we've added. So I need to make that a bit more better. And there's a couple of bugs with Mac and stuff like that. So all hexceed this week. Anyway, what are you doing?
Yeah, so obviously YouTube video today, some Switch announcements as well, because hexceed on Switch is fully live for the Americas, Europe and Australia.
Yes, yeah. Goes live on Thursday fully, so all the DLC, all the bundles.
Other than that, as Rob said, I'm going to be making more levels for the Progressing DLC, get that finished up. There's only like 50 levels left, and Skye's made a lot of the templates for those, which is great. Once done with that, hopefully, if that's all done by the end of the week, going to make a start on the next Colour and Pixels DLC, which is the retro pack. Get some images ready, start making them in game, and hopefully get the store page sent off over the weekend. Yeah, it's just past 4 o'clock, and I finished the video. Just to first pass the video, so that's being exported now. And whilst that's finishing that up, I'm going to go on and do the announcement posts that we need to schedule for Thursday. For the hexceed on Switch going, for the store pages going live anyway. I'm not too sure when I'm putting them yet, but we'll figure that out as we go along.
Okay, so I've been making some progress with this new mechanic. The new mechanic that we're adding, I'm calling it switching tiles instead of spinning tiles. I'm not sure if that's a name that'll stick or not, but just for coding terms, that's what I'm using. Basically, it's a variation of the spinning tiles mechanic that we added a few DLCs ago. Basically, instead of having a tile that spins and rotates, it can switch what type of tile it is. So for example, you could have a tile that was like just a basic tile, and then you could make it switch to a cone tile or a radius tile, and it would just cycle through a similar way that the rotating tiles do. It'll use the same like bar at the top with the timer and stuff like that, and the same keyboard shortcuts. So I've been just making a start on that, so it's mainly just been editor work today. So I've got this extra tick box here. You can only tick one of these at a time because we don't want to confuse spinning tiles with switching tiles. But yeah, once you click this button saying that the tile can switch its states, you can add a couple new different states to it. Then you pick from the drop down. It's not ideal because some of these like options just won't be supported. Like we won't be able to switch between like big tiles and gates, probably not. But generally this will work. So you can like switch it between like a ring tile and maybe then like a radius tile. Yeah. So whenever the timer completes, it will basically go to the next state and then it'll loop back around. Yeah, we're hoping this will work quite well. So fingers crossed, we'll get quite a bit of variety out of it. It's Tuesday. Yes, we've just done stand up. What are you doing today, Lee? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's mostly going to be just levels. Skye's gone ahead and made all the templates, so we've got all the levels sort of laid out. Just need to actually fill them in now. So I'm going to be doing as many of them as I can. Try and get them done before maybe tomorrow, really, if I can. Other than that, I drafted up the post for the Switch hexceed announcement. So hope you all give that a once over. Check it's alright, and if it is,
yeah.
I'll spread that across all the platforms and get them all scheduled for Thursday.
Fair enough. Yes, so last night I managed to test another 50 levels for the DLC, so I'm going to try and do another 50 tonight. That should hopefully set me up to actually finish it before release. There's one change to make that I'm going to look at this morning. Other than that, I'm going to be looking at the new mechanic again. So I managed to get all the editor stuff kind of working yesterday. So I'm going to actually try and look at getting it working in game when you're actually playing the game today.
It's just after lunch now. I've made all the posts live, or at least scheduled them to become live later in the week. So I've got the YouTube post here, that's uploaded ready for Patreon on Thursday. More importantly, hexceed announcements. So I made some quick sort of Steam assets. This is a library spotlight banner. I made some other ones as well. The other post is all drafted up. It's been spell checked by Kim, so thank you very much for that, Kim. And yeah, ready to go. Later in the week. It's also on Steam, so there it is there. How to do a smaller version of the GIF on Steam because it's got a smaller upload file size. But yeah, it's all ready to go. Now it's just a case of getting back onto levels. I'm making some levels and yeah, just gonna make as many as I can for the end of the day.
Okay, so I've been continuing working on this new mechanic. So I've made a few improvements. I think the editor stuff is all there now, but you can make a few different states for it to switch between. You can select the state that you want to edit, change it. So we want this one to change between like basic tile, a line tile, and a bomb tile. We'll give the bomb tiles a pulse as well, why not, right? That's basically how you set it up. I've added these little crosses so you can remove states if you want to, and then if you just press test, it should work. Yeah, so we've got the line mechanic there that we just set up, and then when this ticks over, it'll change to, I think this is the bomb now. Yep, and then this is the basic tile. Yeah, so it's all working. I think the only issue I've got at the moment is this bomb count is a bit broken. So you can see when it changes between the bomb and not a bomb, this number doesn't change at all. I think it's just to do with the way that it counts how many bombs are left, which might be a bit of a problem to the validator as well, because it relies on this number quite heavily. So yeah, I'm going to try and work that out now.
Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee. You alright?
Yeah, good. It's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Music Wednesday.
Yeah.
We just had a stand up about what we're doing today. What are you doing, Rob?
Yeah, so this morning we came into work and there were a lot of emails from Nintendo. Seems like there's a problem with the bundle, the 1 year pass bundle we'll put together. So I'm going to try and sort that out. It was all marked urgent and it seems quite scary, so I hope everything's okay since that's supposed to go live tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to be continuing on with the new mechanic. I think I'm going to be focusing on the art for it today. Hopefully get that working. Yeah, I think that'll be it really. What about you?
Very good.
What about you?
Yeah, so I'm just going to be finishing up on the levels. I've only got about 10 left to do. Because that's not including the one. Skye's marked a couple of levels that they want to have a shot at trying. So I'm going to wait for them to show me what they've done with that. But other than that, the DLC is coming to a close, now they've finished with it. So once I'm done with the levels, I'll be moving on to doing the achievements and the announcement posts for Friday and stuff. Get everything ready for release, because it's pretty much done.
Oh yeah, I need to test levels as well later and fix the level that I found a problem with last night. Yeah, I needed something else. Okay, so there's been some changes with our Nintendo submission, specifically for the American region. So basically, there was a trouble with the configuration of the bundle. It basically would have meant that as soon as someone pre-ordered the bundle, they would have access to all of the DLCs. I think that would have been fine, to be honest, because we're planning on releasing a patch per DLC anyway. But Nintendo didn't like that at all. So what they've asked to do is resubmit all of these DLCs, these 5. So these are the DLCs that we haven't completed yet. But one of them will be finished by the end of the week, but still not on the Switch by the end of the week. But yeah, so I've had to resubmit all of these last 5 DLCs, basically removing the pre-order pricing for them. Yeah, I've also had to create another bundle for America, and basically use that as a replacement for the bundle we already had approved. So they're going to be taking down the bundle that's approved and then hopefully expediting the process for approving the new bundle that I've just made today. It just kind of sucks because all of these store pages were supposed to be live tomorrow, and Lee's done some like press release stuff. So hopefully we'll get it resolved before then, but it's 24 hours notice really, so it's going to be a bit touch and go. Yeah, while we're on the subject of Nintendo, we managed to get access to our pre-order reports. So this is just like an analytics tool that they've got that basically gives an indication of like sort of like downloads and sales and whatnot. But it's got a section for pre-orders, which we've got access to yesterday. And the main thing that we noticed is this number here. So this is the number of people who have actually pre-ordered Hexceed on Switch, which is 14,000 right now. So that's gone up quite a bit since yesterday, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
It was 13,000 and something yesterday. So that's like insane. Like we're so happy. We didn't really think that we'd get anywhere near this number of pre-orders. We were sort of like tying it up with the wish lists we got on Steam before launch, and that was about like 2,000 or so. So this is people who are actually going to download the game when it releases, which is just insane. So we are super pleased. It gives you lots of information about the regions and stuff, but it seems to be that most of it's in the US and Japan. But yeah, we're really happy, really happy with that. So fingers crossed.
So yeah, just before lunch and quite well timed. I'm finished with all the levels I need to make. Still about 4 levels that haven't actually been made yet, at least not what I've got access to, because there's 4 levels that Skye earmarked when they were making the templates that they want to have a go at trying. For example, this one right here. So I've left them as they are for now. Hopefully when Skye comes online later today, we'll have some ready for us and I'll go through and double check them. But other than that, the levels are all done and ready to go. Just going to push this now, and after lunch make a start on the achievements and the announcement posts as well. So everything's ready for the progressive DLC, achievements are out and working, and the announcements are all scheduled as well. I have still put links to the Switch announcement on the announcements as well, even if the main announcement's not going to be going out tomorrow, but we'll see. But either way, I've gone on to doing Coin Pixels work. I've picked up a couple of images here, and now it's just going to be a case of making them the correct size and sort of make sure they're all suitable for Coin Pixels. Like for example, this needs resizing quite considerably. So yeah, going to make a start on these images and get the start on the DLC book.
Yeah, so I've been working on the art for the new mechanic. I've slightly scaled it down since I've taken this GIF, but you get the idea. It's just 2 arrows going one way or the other, very similar to the rotating tile mechanic indicator, which is kind of what we want. We want it to be similar so people associate it with the timer and stuff like that and the hotkeys, but we want it different enough so people can easily identify that it's going to be doing something different. I've also spent time and added this little play button to indicate start tiles. It's just a small thing, but it's something people have been asking for, so I've gone ahead and done that as well. Yeah, so I've just been trying to get it working with the validator. It seems to be doing okay. So we've got a switching tile here that switches between the ring and the radius. So the ring covers this outside perimeter, and then the radius includes this outside perimeter and these 6 tiles in the middle. So if you combine the 2 bits of information, you should be able to work out that these 3 tiles are safe. And yeah, it seems to work. Yeah, so the other bit I've been testing is what happens when a tile switches between a bomb and not a bomb. It seems to be having some troubles with that. So we've got some art troubles to begin with, and also some validate troubles. So we've got this tile here that switches between a bomb and then a normal tile, and then we've got this one which is vice versa. So it starts off as a basic tile and then it switches over to a bomb tile. It seems to work in terms of the validator for this simple example, but I think it's just coincidence the way I've set it out. Yeah, but as you can see, there is clearly some art changes that are wrong. So there's nothing being shown here, and on this one it's showing the number and the bomb's in the wrong color. So it's, yeah, it's gonna need some work for that. This does solve it, but then if I go ahead and add 2 extra tiles here, it gets a bit confused and starts getting them wrong. Nice. There we go, know what I'm talking about now. Yes, I need to investigate what's going on there as well. But it's a good start. I'm quite pleased with the way that the art's turned out so far. But yeah, I'm going to go and head home now because I'm going to test another 50 levels for the hexceed DLC that's coming out on Friday. Lee, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just doing stand up a bit late today because you've had a late morning. Is that right? Early morning? Late morning. Yeah. Which is fine because you did like 10 hours yesterday or something stupid, didn't you? What are you doing?
Yeah, so Skye sent over the 4 levels I wanted to do, so I'm going to be checking those over first because they need to be out. Or you need to be ready for tomorrow because the DLC is going live. Once I'm happy that they're alright, then I'm going to be going back on the Coin Pixels. So I made a start yesterday. I want to get these 5 images ready so we can get the screenshots and everything needed for the store page and try and get the store page. That's my sort of end goal for today.
I'm a bit all over the place, Lee. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. So I was looking at Nintendo stuff because the original plan was the bundle was supposed to go live today, so it was supposed to be a bunch of PR stuff. But by the looks of it, that's not going to go ahead. We'll have to check with Skye later. It's quite handy that the trouble is in the Americas and Skye is in Canada, so they should be able to check for us to make sure.
It's not.
Well, to make sure it's not all right. Other than that, I've just been looking at a bunch of bug fixes for Color and Pixels. There was a problem with Mac text that I couldn't find the problems with. There was a problem with like maximizing windows and stuff like that. So I've just been going through a bunch of small tasks like that. I'm going to do small level testing as well. I did a lot of that last night, and there was one level that needs fixing. But I'm all over the place. I sorted out your contract, Lee.
Good.
So you're not going to be unemployed next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been hard at work looking at all of these little bug fixes that I needed to make for this patch for Friday. I think most of them are done. Most of them are quite just sort of like snipey tasks, very quick to do. But I'm also going to look at this. Oh, hang on. I'm also going to look at this as well. So this isn't the new mechanic that will be coming out with the next DLC, but 2 DLCs after that. I've already done the artwork for it, but as you can see, the art just looks awful. This bright yellow really doesn't look good in Hexceed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly load up the assets and basically just change the colour and see what else works better. We were thinking about maybe a dark orange. It might look a bit better, so I'm going to give that a try first. Okay, so I've been doing some Hexceed Switch stuff. So we've been looking at which DLCs are actually available. Skye shared their screen earlier, and they're basically showing us what DLCs they've got like visible, and it sort of matches up to what we expect. So they've got 7 DLCs available, which are the 7 which we've actually got approval for, and they're actually in the game. That can make sense. No bundles for the Americas or the Europe. So we aren't going to do the blog post today about it all. So what we're going to do is instead we're going to do a quick sort of like a, by the way, Hexceed is coming to Switch. And here's the link post. We're going to do that on Tuesday because we've got a bank holiday on Monday. And then we are going to follow that up later on when we've actually got all the DLCs and bundles approved properly and visible. We're going to do a proper PR like announcement then. So we're just kind of doing a, like trying to make the best of it, I guess. So now I'm going to crack on back with Hexceed, the actual base game. I'm going to quickly do a build so that I can test the final levels that we've got sorted for this DLC, and then I'm going to do a quick pass of the auto test all scene just to make sure that all of the levels are up to scratch and they pass all of our tests that we've got.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it a day. One of the last levels with Skye earlier, and we're happy with them now. So that's all the levels for the Hexceed DLC done. I spent the rest of the day doing the images. I've got the first 5 here ready to go. I'm quite happy with the first pass of them. Obviously haven't been put into game yet. And the theme again is retro, so hopefully these all fit the theme. This is a pretty much similar style that we had in the time travel, but it's about the space race. That should fit in quite nicely as well. A lot of time spent on some of these images, but going to get them in game tomorrow and get the everything I need for the store page sent off.
Okay, should we start then?
Yeah.
Lee, it's Friday!
Friday!
I'm working from home!
Yeah. See?
Basically, Kim took a lateral flow test. Hello, girl. Yeah? Okay. She wants me to throw the ball. She brought a ball. Yeah, so I'm working from home today. Kim took a lateral flow test yesterday and it came out with a little line. So we're self-isolating just to be safe, really. But yeah, it should be alright though. She's feeling a bit rough today, but I think she's just trying to Skype work, if I'm honest. But yeah, anyway, we're just on stand-up. I am going to do a couple of things. I'm a bit all over the place again, like I was yesterday. So I've gone and sorted the build for Hexceed for today's DLC. I've sorted all that out. I'm just going to give it a quick once-over before I make it live. Other than that, I've got some Nintendo Switch stuff to do as well. So I updated some of the translations. I think there was a problem with the Korean translation. So I'm going to quickly change that. Other than that, I'm going to be working on the new mechanic, trying to get the validator working properly, especially when it swaps between a normal tile and like a bomb tile. That seems to be a big problem. And if I've got time, I'm going to work on we're planning on doing like a 1 year ToastieLabs video next week, so I'm going to work on a bit of a script for that to sort of help Lee out. Yeah, all over the place. What are you doing?
Yeah, a bit more straightforward. Want to make a second post, or sort of the first post, I guess, for the hexceed on Switch announcement. Because the post we drafted up was for the DLC and the year passes being live, which obviously are not live when we expect them to be. So we're going to do a sort of an introduction post first with all the bells and whistles, sort of like exciting that will come into Switch. I want to get that drafted up so we'll post it on Monday. Other than that, it's just going to be back on the current pixels. I've got the first 5 images ready. I'm going to put them in game and just get that ready for the screenshots and get the store page sent off. So I want to get the store page sent off for the weekend. And when I'm done with that, because I shouldn't take all day, touch wood, I'll go back on it and make more pictures, because I've got some more pictures that are ready to be made into pixel art as well.
Yeah, I'll have to do a build for that current pixel stuff, won't I?
Yeah, well, I need the screenshots,
well.
yeah.
That's a small task though.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Gonna have lots of footage of Luna today. Don't worry. How did this happen? Bless him.
So it's getting on a bit today, past lunchtime. The store page for the Retro Current Pixels book has just been sent off for review. Let's say it's not finished yet because we haven't finished all the images. This is what it's always like when we send it off. But this will be updated before the store page actually goes live to the public, hopefully. We've obviously got the screenshots here. Also got the assets for the logo and everything ready as well. There are 5 images in the pack now. Those are these 5 here. Yeah, quite small images there, I'm aware, but yeah, first 5 ready to go. Still need testing. I think Skye's going to be jumping on the testing again. But yeah, now I'm going to go on and make some more images and just start working more and more on this book.
Yeah, so I've been hard at work trying to come up with a script for a video that we'll be doing next week. So we wanted to do this like 1 year as an indie game studio type of video. I've just been really trying to think of, essentially what we've done the past year. Try and put it in a logical order. Actually, say some interesting things. Try and think up some jokes that we could like splash throughout. But yeah, it's been really tough. This is not my type of thing at all, really. But yeah, I've been doing my best at least. I managed to get quite a lot of it done. I'm not actually sure how long this is actually going to last. It seems like a lot of text, but if you read through it quite fast, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll find out next week how well it's gonna turn out. But yeah, that's mainly what I've been doing today. Hey girl, hey yeah. What are you doing? Hey. Hey, yeah. Okay. Just like she did that ages. Leeds the weekend.
The weekend?
Yeah. 3-day weekend as well, bank holiday Monday.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Not in a Monday.
Good stuff. It's been a good week though. We've been a bit I've been all over the place. You
stuck to routine, yeah.
Hexceed current pixels standard. I've been a mess. But what have you done on Hexceed this week?
Yeah, so pretty much just finishing up Hexceed for the release tonight. So that is the achievements that was done on Wednesday. They're out, they're tested, they're working. And that's just a lot of levels. Me and Skye both working on levels, Skye making templates and me making them into working levels, apart from a couple of levels that Skye wanted to try the hand out himself. So yeah, that's been pretty much it. Just finishing up the DLC and getting the achievements out, as well as the posts for tonight as well.
Yeah, well, I was testing a lot of those levels. Yeah, I was testing a lot of those levels. I spent a lot of time this week doing that. Every time I forget how long each DLC is to complete. It's like so many hours. But yeah, other than that, I made a start on the new mechanic that will be coming with the next DLC. So made a good start on that. It's not 100%. Other than that, there's been a whole bunch of Nintendo Switch confusion, hasn't there?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of back and forth, basically trying to sort out the bundles, and a lot of that didn't actually go through in the end. We made a lot of progress, but we're just gonna have to wait. I think it's just gonna be a waiting game, just wait for it all to be approved again properly. Other than that, I did a quick update for Hexceed as well. It's version 1.9, I believe. It's just got a few bug fixes, really. A new start tile icon, little play button.
Yeah.
Not a major one, but I'm glad it's out there. But yeah, anyway, enough Hexceed. Colour Pixels, you've done stuff with that.
Yeah, so that's been the second major task of the week for me, is getting the DLC ready. I've just got the store page sent off for approval now, so that'll be hopefully approved at the weekend, and then we can make it live next week. In order to get that done, there's now 5 images that are fully in the game, in working order. Still need to be tested. I think Skye's wanting to do that, so we'll leave Skye to test that if I'm happy with that. But yeah, 5 images, working on some more now, so there might be some more by end of the week. But yeah, just pretty much getting that ready, getting that sent off. Competition for Colour Pixels is still on as well. I've been getting more submissions, which is really exciting. But yeah, don't miss out. It's until mid to late October, so you've still got time to submit your own artwork as well. But yeah, Colour Pixels is got the ball rolling for next DLC.
Pixels doing goo.
Doing good.
Yeah, other than that, I started work on the script for next week's video, because we're planning to do like a 1-year special next week. Yeah, I started work on that. It's quite difficult. I've been struggling, admittedly, but I've made a start on that. Some other things happened as well, though. The mug got returns.
Second mug got, the replacement mug got sent out, intact this time, very thankfully. But yeah, happy that that's been sorted out. That's
Yeah.
good.
There's quite a quick turnaround as well.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. And also that Instagram, Skye's been teaching us how to use it. So there's no reels. We put one out, well, I accidentally put one out. I was trying to post the video of the Colour Pixels anniversary, and it hit like 3,000 views. Like crazy. Don't know how. We got 20 followers. But Skye's been making more reels just to announce the Hexceed DLC coming out tonight, and as well as that, the Nintendo Switch announcement. They're drafting one of them today, because we've got a Switch post drafted through the week as well. Just sort of announcing the Hexceed's out. Again, that was meant to go on Thursday with the DLC, but since it didn't happen, it's getting pushed back next week. But yeah, Instagram, check it out. Got some exciting videos on there.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you do the Hexceed Switch thing. Get that pre-ordered if you've got a Switch. Just literally go on the eShop, type in Hexceed, you'll find it, or follow the link that's probably down there. Yeah, and what was the other thing? Hexceed, the Hexceed DLC.
Yeah.
I'm literally released in a couple of hours. Yeah, look at that as well. Please, yeah. Yeah, it's quite good. Lots of levels in this one. It's now 155.
Yeah, I think that's the largest we've done so far, so
Quite good.
new citation.
That was the one that's like 160.
Might be.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching.
Woo!